Hi, this is Garibay, and today I want to talk about a path to victory for Vivek Ramaswamy and what I think Vivek Ramaswamy should start to project on the Ukraine war. So, I think it's going to be this is going to be an incredibly heavy lift to beat President Donald Trump, but I think there's a path to do it. The biggest path is outlandish unpredictability and doing a platform per month, right? So this is what I think he should be saying in October of 2023. And he should spend the whole month of October just saying this in new, fresh, and unique ways, and saying it powerfully and making sure it spreads. And what do I think he should say? I think he should say war on day one, right? So I think Vivek Ramaswamy should say, if I'm elected president, there'll be war on day one. If that tin pot dictator, Vladimir Putin, has not returned every single inch of Ukrainian land to Ukraine, every single inch of 2018 Ukraine established land, recognized by the United Nations, right? If he doesn't return every single inch, and he doesn't take every single piece of Russian ordnance that even looks like a weapon 100 miles away from the Ukrainian border, there'll be war on day one. And it will not be us giving America giving Ukraine a few weapons. It'll be American boots on the ground, day one of my administration. War on day one. And now, why would he do this? Well, first of all, okay, he's running as a Republican, right? And I'll tell you right now, there's a use what you got, right? I think America has, Republicans are always ready to go to war. We always want to go to war. Right? And the reason why is there are plenty of villains in the world. If you've been looking, there's plenty of villains, right? We got a nice, shiny, really effective military, right? So let's take it to them, right? Like let's put the villains where the villains should be, right? And so Republicans are always ready to go to war. But Vladimir Putin, by threatening America with nuclear exchange, which he did, in March of 2022, it's astounding. We have been that war has been allowed to go on for a year and a half. That is unbelievable. But the reality is, in March of 2022, Vladimir Putin threatened America with 1950s style nuclear exchange, which is unbelievable. Any Republican, right, who would have ended that the next day, that threat would not even have been leveled, right? Because the world knows we got a Republican president. We're going to take it to you, right? Only under a Democrat coward president like President Biden would any tin pot dictator have the gall to threaten America with a nuclear exchange. That is outrageous, right? So the thing is, I think, so Vivek can tell Republicans, I'm a true Republican. We're going to war on day one, right? If I'm going to be a president, right? And the thing is, I think he would actually even get the majority of support from Democrats. Because I think Democrats are generally peace-loving, hippies. But the reality is, everybody's seen what this has done, right? The people who are like, oh, peace at any cost, $6 for a carton of eggs, they're like, no, that's too expensive. Peace is too expensive, right? And the reality is, I think, the vast majority of Democrats, even now, I've seen cowardice means we never get to buy cars or houses. And Americans want to buy cars and houses. And that's what we used to be able to do under a Republican president, right? So if he says war on day one, he assures Republicans that he's actually a Republican, because Republicans want war. You can bet that, right? You can bet that, right? Because there's villains, right? If the world was villain-free, we wouldn't. But there's lots of them. There's lots of villains, right? And America can put it to them. And we're ready to do it, man. That's what we built that military for, right? So, so he can communicate to Republicans, I'm actually a Republican, right? And then he can, and we have reached a point, a truly incredible point, right? Where even the Democrats are like, yeah, let's go to war. You threaten America with 1950 style nuclear. Like you make Oppenheimer a current event. You going to get it. Or like even Democrats are like, yeah, we're ready. That's a fanged vampire right there. You could take it to Vladimir Putin. Even Democrats are ready for war. Every single word of that is my humble opinion. What's important is when I get to your humble opinion. When you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider liking, subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.